Beginning to look a lot like Christmas in the studio. Our 13th annual Tiny Tree Throwdown is happening. It's underway. The designers are here, the OG designers, the original ones. Okay, Rachel usually does this segment. She is here in the studio. She does not have a voice, so I am stepping in for her, and I am honored, ladies. This is just a fun segment. These trees that they're decorating, they go to a great cause, military families in the Green Bay area, and thanks to Whispering Pines Tree Farm for donating these trees. Okay, they've been decorating since about 6:30 this morning. The work is underway. We're gonna go down the line. Kim, Jenny, Nicole, they're all here with us. Kim Geiser, let's start with you. First, really quick, the design that you had and what your inspiration was for this year.
I started out with some ribbon, and I run Hello Happiness, which is a thrift store, and we have so much ribbon there. So I used all the snips of ribbon that we have, the short lengths, and I just created a bunch of bows.
Great to reuse. And you bring the color, Kim. You really do.
I like color. I like color. And then I started making these really neat, and like I used tape and was painting these, and then they just didn't feel right. So then I just went for it and I scribbled on them.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, all the ornaments are just glass ornaments that I used paint pens and decorated them and made them my own.
Making it your own. I think that's the best thing. Okay, beautiful. Kim, looking great there. Jenny Gafford, let's go to you. What do we have here? What was your inspiration?
Absolutely. So inspiration was winter solstice, Yuletide, bringing those greens indoors when it's the coldest, darkest time of the year. So starting with green, but then really sticking to a neutral color palette here. So you'll see the taupes, a little bit of the gold. We have to have a little glam on the tree.
It's the holidays. and I looked over, I was talking to Kim and I looked over, I go, you have a wreath on the tree. I have never seen that before.
I love doing a wreath at the top of a tree. You know, tree topper is sort of, that's the crown, right? That's the crown to our gorgeous tree. So this already had some of those great neutral colors in it, and then I found this oversized glitter pine cone to bring in more of that focus as well. But then we're gonna start working with some velvet ribbon. So as you notice, as that goes onto the tree, again, that color palette, but it just gives that sort of elegant flair. Wow. And with every ornament, tie a bit of velvet to the top.
I love it. Beautiful. Nicole Campbell is down there as well. We cannot forget about this beautiful tree and your inspiration and the details.
Yep, so mine's what happened after Jenny's. We have winter and then we move into the spring garden. So I've made a paper chain out of seed catalogs. I get so many seed catalogs and they're vibrant and colorful, and it just reminds me that spring is coming. I've made ornaments out of milkweed seed pods that I glued together and added a little straw flower from our flower farm in the center. And then I've created a garland of Sweet Annie. This is a dried flower that gives that beautiful warm tone against the green of the tree. And I've adorned, as Kim adorned ornaments, I took basic little ornaments and added some dried flowers to the top of them and then hung them by ribbon as well. So just vibrant color. Oh, and the seed packets. We've got little seed packets in here. Oh. As acting as ornaments on the tree too, which could be a cute little keepsake and then planted in spring.
I am thankful for all of your inspiration. These are things that I'm like, I never would have thought of, and to have you here and these trees all going for a great cause. The Tiny Tree Throwdown, I mean, man, another great year for it. Ladies, thank you so much. We'll check in with them again in a little bit. Right now, let's check in with Pete because he's outside on the weather deck in the really bitterly cold. Thanks, Melissa. For the last 13 years, the Tiny Tree Throwdown has been going on here in the Fox 11 studio. Local designers, local artists have taken part. They designed the trees that are donated by Whispering Pines Tree Farm, and these trees are donated to military families in the Green Bay area. You know, this is Rachel's baby, and she's here in the studio. Her voice is not working properly, so I'm stepping in for her, and I'm so excited to be with you ladies, the designers, the OGs with this Tiny Tree Throwdown. And we say it's a throwdown, and people are like, a throwdown? Oh no, my friend, this is a friendly competition, right, ladies?
Yes.
All friendly. Okay, we have Kim Geiser here, we have Jenny Gafford, and we also have Nicole Campbell, and their inspiration, their decorations, beautiful, making the studio really feel like Christmas. We've checked in with them. They've been decorating now for over an hour. Kim, let's start with you again. What is different that we haven't seen that you were showing us earlier?
Well, I did the hand-painted ornaments the last segment, but then I also had these clear ones, and I thought, what can we put inside of those to make them fun and colorful to match the tree? So I basically just went around the craft room and figured out I could, you know, put pom-poms in them, or this is cut up straws. And then this is all the little schnibbles of ribbon. I just cut them up and put them in there. But look at how fun and festive they turn out to be. So yeah, just a little whimsy. I mean, there's hardly any whimsy on this tree.
Oh, I know. Yeah, seriously. Come on, Kim. No, and the color is beautiful too. Everything, it just pops.
Yeah, it's color. Like there's no hiding
There's no
that.
denying that.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's beautiful, Kim. Okay, Jenny, what about you? What are you working on that we haven't seen?
So we're going to start layering in a different shade of green from our neutral color palette for the velvet. I love velvet. This one has a bit of a frayed edge, but it's just going to add a sort of richness and elegance as we layer that in there. And then, you know, echoing back to that original inspiration of Yuletide and solstice, we have these little moss-covered balls, bunch of these. And then this is just a thinner type of, again, velvet ribbon that we're going to just pin into the top securely and then tie that onto the tree for a little bit of that lichen moss pop and more ribbon.
It's just so beautiful. I love it. Okay, Nicole, what about you? What are you working on?
So we've got the garden started, but now we needed to bring all the friends that come with the garden. So we added all the birds and butterflies. So these are just the little mushroom birds, what they're called, that you can buy at the craft store, and the little feathered butterflies. I've added those onto the branches, making sure to kind of nestle some of the birds within, because that's where birds perch. They like those good little snug hiding spots. And I added some branches, actual twig branches to the tree to extend the line so I can have the butterflies kind of flittering about. And then we're adding just a few sweet little keepsake ornaments. These are actually part of what inspired this tree. Not only do I love a garden to start with, but we got this great collection of garden ornaments. We have the wheelbarrow, we have the crocks for gardening, the mushrooms, the bees, the little gnomes, all those cuteness, and then you can just expand upon that to make a really spring-like tree.
It's absolutely beautiful, the creativity that you ladies bring. It's just gorgeous and all going to a good cause. So we'll talk more about that too. The military families that are benefiting from these beautiful trees. Ladies, stay tuned because, well, you have to, you're here in the studio, but everyone else out there, you have to stay tuned because they're going to have that big reveal then coming up in just a little bit. Working hard this morning, the Tiny Tree Throwdown. Stay with us. Good Day, Wisconsin. I'll be right back. Ladies, time is up. That's it. Step away from the tree. The Tiny Tree Throwdown is complete. So it started about an hour and a half ago. These ladies, our local designers, were designing the trees, decorating them. We're already in our 13th year. These are the original designers, Kim Geyser, Jenny Gafford, Nicole Campbell. Ladies, you donate your time, you donate materials, and it's all for a good cause. These trees go to military families in need in the Green Bay area, donated by Whispering Pines Tree Farm. We've been talking to you all morning. It's the big reveal now. It's here, they're done. Okay, let's start with Kim to talk about her tree from top to bottom. Explain what you did and what you have featured.
So my tree is really just a kind of snips and bobs of the craft room. A lot of ribbon, starting with the big bow on top and just kind of going down. All in all, for this tree, I'm not even joking, probably under 20 bucks.
Wow.
I thrifted absolutely everything, and the ribbon were just the small little pieces of ribbon that you have left. So we had a few ornaments that were donated by some of our visitors at Hello Happiness. And then just kind of filled in some of the spaces with these big lanterns that were really affordable. So just a lot of color and really good, inexpensive.
Yeah, making it your own.
Fun.
Why do you do it every year, Kim?
I do it. I love to challenge the creativity because after 13 years, you want to do something a little different. So that's fun to challenge, but also just because it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good to be with friends that you only get to see once a year,
That's so
and then it's just a good tradition. It really is.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Going for a great cause. Jenny, what about you? From wreath to bottom. I love this.
Oh, thank you. I love it. And I will just echo what Kim said. It is the camaraderie of this group of women every year. And I'm the daughter of a veteran, so it means a lot to me that we're giving back to families who truly appreciate it. So top to bottom, we crowned our gorgeous girl with a wreath, which I love. And then we nestled in a lot of these neutral colors as well. You know, I'm in furniture, and for the last 3 years, green has been just, it's the color right now. And it's a good classic. It's a good, soothing, calming color. And I love a neutral base that can work inside any interior. So we have, down to those lichen balls tied with a little more of that velvet ribbon. It's not really noticeable right now, but there is a fabulous taupe tabletop scarf that's wrapped around the bottom that can be reused as a runner.
So talented, so beautiful. And last but not least, Nicole, tell us about your creativity on that tree.
So we brought the garden to the tree this year. This reminds me of spring and summer, and you know, winter, our days are dark and cold and short, and this just reminds me of everything that will be coming after that. So I love the flowers, I love the colors. So we brought the blossoms, the butterflies, the birds, all those wonderful things, and I hope it brings a smile to whatever family gets to enjoy it afterwards.
And for you too, you know, coming back and decorating, why? Why you want to do that?
Because of the joy. I mean, I watch Fox 11 in the morning because it's fun. And so being part of that fun, like if it brings a smile to the face of the family that gets it, and we get to bring a smile to the face of the viewers that watch us do that, that's a, like Kim said, a great holiday tradition.
Perfectly said. Ladies, thank you for your time, your creativity. Absolutely gorgeous. We appreciate it. Let's toss it out to Pete. And Pete, I have to say, this is Rachel's baby, right? The Tiny Tree Throwdown. I had the honor. Here she is. Rachel's here.
There she is.
It's just the only thing is it's her voice. She's not able to talk. I wanted to get her like a pen and paper to write, but she is here. She was helping behind the scenes, and what another great year, Rach.
That is so good.
Can you hear her?
I
It's
know.
like, don't talk, Rachel.
Well, thanks for coming in anyway, Rachel. And boy, what a fantastic event and
So great.
fantastic trees once again this year.
The trees from our Tiny Tree Throwdown are decorated, and now they're about to be delivered to 3 deserving area military families. They were picked by the Green Bay Vet Center, and here to tell us more this morning is Scott Katzka and Eric Estel. So thank you so much for being with us this morning. Scott, let's start with you. Let's talk about these trees, the meaning behind them, why you team up, why you have them donated.
Oh, it's the past few years that we've done this has been just wonderful. These trees are beautiful again this year.
Don't they look great?
They're absolutely awesome. It's just been fun for us to be able to just come together, find some families who we're trying to do something different for, and this gives us an opportunity to help some people out and change Christmas a little bit for 1 year.
And what has the reaction been over the years, 13th year doing this? What's the reaction been?
It's been amazing. Like we kind of once in a while get some pictures, and we'll just get the facial reactions just to what they see when they see it, because I don't know if they know what they're expecting, if they're watching what's going on in the morning. But then when they get it, it's just been wonderful just to watch how happy they are, and just sometimes the kids are there kind of helping it come in the house. It's just been wonderful.
A bright light during the holiday season.
For sure.
Eric, let's talk about the services, you know, that are being donated as well, or the services that are provided.
So yes, we do individual and group readjustment counseling for eligible service members and their families. So they come to the vet center and they meet with our counselors, and they can be there for life. So
And you think the holidays, it's a happy time of year for everybody. Not for everybody. Some people need
Correct.
that help.
yes, so yeah.
And you provide that for them. And these trees are going to go to those deserving families. So thank you both, Scott and Eric, for being with us this morning. Can't wait to see the reaction from the families at home as well. You both have a very Merry Christmas. Thanks
You
so
as well.
much.